On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
Okay, so what you all see before you as we left off our little our session just a moment ago. Hold on, I'm having to get all my windows back up now because I have like extra ones now. There you guys are.
All the windows.
All the windows. So before you, you have Daggera is in her car. The door is locked, but she's kind of like looking out, like she is the one who just hit the button and made stuff. She's kind of peeking and watching. Then in the middle, what you see where, you know, a whole bunch of those little helper robot guys that kind of look like little gnomes but mechanical, they have started kind of like smashing into each other in the middle of this room. There are also a couple of them on the sides there. What you're looking at here, the Dragus in the middle, is the mass. And it's starting to kind of take form. It's kind of like standing up a little bit, you know, and it looks like it's kind of pieced together metal, but it's not quite what it's been trying to do yet. You also have these other 3 or 4 little guys around him that they kind of are running towards the pile, basically, if you think about it like that. Like they're trying to become a part
like
of
they
it.
want to, they want to be part.
Yeah.
So they want to Voltron together.
Yeah, I'll pull them apart like that. There's one that's a little bit closer. So let's go ahead and start with Rhaegar. What you want to do, my friend?
Whew, it's been so long since we combated. Let's see here. All right, you little weirdos.
Oh, and they're mechanical, right? So that should tell you something about like how to treat them. You know, they're metal.
Right. I mean, like, look, there's only like a handful of things I can do.
Of course.
And that's just stab, basically.
Stab.
Different ways. So, let's see, I'm gonna go up to this one here. And I'm just going to do a, let's see. Okay, I'm going to attack.
Uh-huh.
You know, just basic attack with my rapier. So 17 plus whatever. I imagine that's going to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. And then my rapier, oh my goodness, let me see, because there we go. 1d8 plus 5, okay. Hey, not bad. 10 damage.
10. Okay. So you go to stab this little dude as you have done numerous times in the past. And, you know, the downside being you're using a metal weapon on a metal critter, right? So when you go to stab it, you make a nice, like, dent. So it does seem to have done something to it. But clearly, the amount of force that you put into it didn't give you the kind of, you know, thing that you're used to, right? So it's not hurting him as much as you're used to. But still, you definitely did something. It kind of
did some damage, but not the normal type of damage that I'm used to with fleshier beings.
Indeed.
Okay, and then I'm also going to use my uncanny dodge. Or I'm sorry, my cunning action. I'm sorry. So that's my quick thinking agility allow me to move and act quickly. I can take a bonus action on each of my turns in combat. So I'm going to take that bonus action to disengage and move back just one spot. Disengage.
Okay. Oh, so that square there would not be accessible.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But the one
right, because that's the door. Yeah. Gotcha.
So, next up will actually be... Did you have a question, Jazz?
I do. Are these considered creatures? Or are the...
Constructs.
Constructs.
So they're not considered creatures?
Not creatures.
Okay.
Okay.
Changes some things, huh? So, the next thing you see is this guy right here. I'm going to move him back and forth just so you know which one I'm talking about. He slams himself into the pile. He
Oh,
just
God.
jumps into the pile. And as he does, you see more of the construction kind of like take shape, right? And the metals are kind of like realigning themselves, and you see it kind of start to form like a torso and like one arm kind of hanging off of this. So imagine like thin legs with a little tiny spindly body, and now one arm in the center of the room
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Okay. Next up would be Anna and Christina.
Do you want to go first, Anna, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I'm gonna cast Shatter. And I'm gonna
That's
cast
good.
it.
Shatter is good.
I'm gonna cast it right here in the middle because it's a
Okay.
10-foot radius.
Okay.
So a sudden loud ringing noise painfully erupts at the point of your choice. Each creature within 10-foot radius sphere must make a Constitution saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't being... Or wait. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has a disadvantage on the saving throw.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Sonic, and I need to make a Constitution saving throw for each of those two.
Yeah. My
okay.
spell save is 15.
15. Okay.
I don't know if that's... Yeah. It's been such
Yeah,
a long
no,
time
that-
since you've done magic or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constitution. There we go. Okay. All right. And what's the effect?
A creature takes 3d8 damage on a failed save or half on a successful one.
Okay. Okay. So, you want to roll damage? You succeeded.
Okay. 3d8?
Yeah.
Let's see. Which one's my d8? I always forget. Okay. Here we go. 3.
And do you roll individual for
8?
each of them, or is it the same for each of them?
A creature takes 3d8. So I just rolled 9 for one. I guess I
Okay.
could roll for the other one.
Is it so it hits everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
you would roll for each of them. So 9 was for
One of
the
them.
first
so,
one. Okay.
Yeah. 2, 6, and then 6 plus 7 is 12. So 12.
12 on the other one. Okay.
Mhm. And then because they are made of yeah, they have a disadvantage, so never mind.
Inorganic. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I applied that. They had the disadvantage. Oh, actually, that means I have to roll twice. That's right. Doesn't really matter, but there we go. Okay. Cool. So, I'm just checking this guy's constitution. Okay. And that was 12. Okay. So, there we go. All right. So yeah, you do this. Describe to me what the move looks like again.
So it's a loud supersonic noise. So I'm guessing is like basically like this little warbly energy sort of kind of happens in the middle, and all of a sudden it makes like this really loud ping, and everything around in that little area, like the vibrations of the air, causes it to start shattering.
Right. So I'm thinking of it kind of like a tuning fork, right? Like or like
Yeah.
those like the bridges when they do that
And-
wiggling thing.
And like in the Matrix, you know, remember how like when it goes through
Yes.
the windows, all of a sudden like the
Yeah.
entire like air looks like it's shattered with glass. That's
Yeah.
what
So it's like a
yeah.
it's like a rarefied whoa,
Mhm.
and just kind of high pitched noise in the middle there. Yeah. The little the little guy in the back here, you definitely see him kind of react to it. He has like a little bit of like a stalling kind of motion and stutters and pops, and you see like maybe like a gear or two kind of like jolt out from him. Definitely hit him. And then the mass in the middle also, yeah, it starts to like shake and vibrate from it, and you definitely see some pieces of it kind of fall back to the ground. You know, every time you see pieces of the thing fall off, you see it pick them back up and kind of start slamming them back onto itself.
Oh God. Okay.
But yeah.
Does that
so you-
help them regain HP though?
Out of combat, like I'll just tell you, like, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
pure-
Just making sure like them picking up that stuff doesn't like regain, like
Not-
regenerate them.
What I'm talking about there, that was just flavor. If
Okay.
if it has an impact later, I'll tell you about that. It'll
Okay.
be a move. Okay, so that was Jazzy. Anna?
Question.
Yes.
We're sure that constructs aren't considered creatures because I only have spells that will attack creatures.
Correct.
All right.
Constructs are, machines and stuff, so charming and things are harder to do.
Anna,
No,
you
like
got a bow.
literally all I Oh, I have a bow.
You do not remember that you had a bow when you first started this game?
I do remember.
Can't you also help your teammates? I think you can do that stuff too, right?
I can do that stuff too, yeah. So does Daggera look like she's controlling these things?
As far as you can tell, I mean, she just looks like she's watching. You know, but I mean, you can't really see much. You know, she's peeking through a tiny little like porthole window.
That's a good question,
through
though.
a door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just seeing eyes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I am going to pass my turn
Really?
because I literally can't do anything.
Can you shoot somebody?
Oh, I guess
you
I
could
can
hold
shoot.
an action, or you
I
could
can
shoot.
hold
yeah.
an action. I can.
Right? I don't know.
I have a
Something.
longbow. I guess I could get my longbow out and attack someone. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can she hold the attack of the longbow until after an action that I do?
I can, but I wouldn't know to do that, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only thing I can do. Okay,
is
so I'll
curious.
try and attack the one in the middle.
The big one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the big one.
Okay. Go for it.
What is this? Oh, does a 26 hit?
Yeah. Definitely. A 26.
I have a +7 to attack. With it. For
Dexterity.
6 whole damage. So you see, like, Brittany, like, pull out a bow, then you're like, where did that come from? She's had this?
It's retractable.
Yeah.
Atlas, I honestly imagine Atlas having just like a look on your face of just absolute shock.
You have weapons?
Besides my wit, of course.
You have weapons?
So yeah, you fire that arrow into the hulking mass in the middle, and yeah, it hits. And then it kind of crunches it and breaks it, and then it moves on. But you hit it. Let's affect that. Hold on. Okay, so next up would be the bad boys, the rest of them.
Before me? Okay.
For Atlas. So the little guy over here, he's gonna run, and he's actually going to attack Rhaegar for his attack at him. So Rhaegar, what's your AC? Rick, you there? I think you might mute it.
Sorry, I muted myself when I was,
Yeah.
so you can hear my typing. 16.
16? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, this little dude runs up at you, and he kind of like bashes at you twice, but it don't do nothing. Doesn't.
Okay.
Just doesn't hit you.
Awesome.
Yeah. Moving on to this little guy over here. He actually runs over to the guy in the middle and slams himself into the guy in the middle. And
He becomes
What part
part of
does
him.
he make?
he becomes consumed as well and goes down the arm and actually becomes like a weapon. It's sort of a club with like a little
Straight
gnome
up
head on the end of it.
Voltroning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Voltroning. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like a little
Voltron.
gnome head with a gnome head on a stick, basically.
Yeah.
And then this one in the back runs to the side around, but does not combine with the thing.
Oh, interesting. No room
Now
for
the-
you.
Yeah. Now the big thing moves forward. And Rhaegar, you're right there. It sees you.
All right, bring it on, sucker.
So it lifts up this giant gnome hammer, I guess, and strikes.
Now I have
Okay.
evasion, which means
What's that
that
do?
I can roll a dex saving throw and take only half damage.
Okay.
And if I succeed on the throw, I take no damage.
I would strongly suggest you do that.
Yeah.
Are you rolling on there? Oh, you guys are rolling on there.
16.
And it's a challenge.
So beginning
For
at
me,
level 7,
for
when you
Timber.
are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw.
And you have evasion that allows you to take a saving
Yes.
throw from an attack.
Uh,
I would assume that it's dex saving throw. That's if something would give you a dex saving throw. That's how I read
yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Um,
that. Okay. Let's see. How are you doing on HP?
oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I can use Uncanny Dodge, though, right? When an attack
What's
that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the damage. Oh, so that I can actually use Uncanny Dodge. Can I use that in conjunction with evasion?
Well, no, because reaction would allow you to have, but you're not doing a throw. That's
Okay,
just, you're just
then
doing
I'm
it.
just going to use my Uncanny Dodge to have the damage.
Yeah, you're gonna react.
Yeah.
Okay, so he slams down on you, and you were able to see it coming, like you say. So he, comes at you, and you kind of dodge out of the way. But man, the shockwave of that hit, it kind of sends you barreling a little bit. So I'm gonna say that because you did the dodge, you jumped out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna move you back,
Okay.
and that's sort of what was a part of you avoiding the damage. And you're gonna take 7 damage.
Okay.
Oof. That's
So
good.
he
That's good.
Smashed you, and you flip back basically.
All right.
Okay, let's move around to Atlas.
All right. I am going to move 5, 10, 10, 20. I'm going to move there. And then, instead of attacking, I'm going to cast Elemental Weapon on my hammer.
Whoa.
And I'm going to
Okay.
choose lightning as my element.
Okay. Okay.
And that, sadly, is not a bonus action. That's a full action. So
So that takes your whole turn. Got
that
it.
takes
Okay.
my whole turn.
But don't you have 2 attacks though?
I do have
That was
extra
an attack.
attack. So if I attacked, then I could have. But
What he just did was a full action. So that
Okay,
took his
just
whole
making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then back around to the front. I think that puts us at Rhaegar.
Okay, back to me, okay, go. What? Let's see. This is tricky because we're in a pinch point here, so I can't really get around these turkeys.
I'd say you could slide by the door. You can't occupy that space, but you
Okay.
could slide around there.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to slide around here.
Yeah. Because they're
And
now
But
yeah,
wouldn't you doing
attack
this
of
like
opportunity.
yeah.
Well, that's why I'm asking if I slide by, would I get an attack of opportunity, right?
Not
Exactly.
sliding
think-
by, but once you exit. Once you exit. So you kind of did like a loop around, like this,
Right.
this, and then as soon as you entered out to here, that's when you would get attack of opportunity because
Yeah.
you're entering and exiting at the same time. Now you may
Well,
have an
that-
ability that lets you do that though. You have something or another around those.
Well, I do. I have a Supreme Sneak, which gives me advantage on dexterity. Could I take a stealth check during combat?
I think you can do stealth in combat. You can use that to
It's
like
if I
drop
move. If
out
I
of
move no
combat.
more than half my combat speed. So if I move at 15 instead, 5,
Mhm.
10, 15. Like if I move to here, then I
Mm-hmm.
could roll a stealth check and possibly not incur attack of opportunity. Is that possible?
I think that's possible. I think that's what stealth in combat is for. Because essentially it's like a
Right.
disengage action that you're
Right.
doing. So you're trying to do 15, so it'd be 5, 10, 15. I see what you're doing. So you're
So I'm going
just-
15 instead of 30, using half my speed.
okay. But you need to roll on that, I think, because it's a stealth
Yes.
roll.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, go for that.
I need to roll a dex roll. So that's my dex is that's 16. No, 17, because it's
17?
5 plus 12.
Okay, yeah, on that little dude for sure.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
get around him. Okay.
Okay. So now I've got this guy in range for my sneak attack.
Okay.
So that's going to be 5d6.
You make sure to roll the
Right, but my attack
first.
roll. Yeah. Just want to make sure I have 5d6 here. Okay. So that is 14. Does 14 hit?
Nope.
Ah, shit. Okay.
And you only get one try. You don't have multi-attack?
I don't have multi-attack, no.
Okay. Yeah, that did not hit. Okay, so moving forward to, I believe, was it Anna and Christina next?
Correct.
I think it was. Yeah. Okay. So, Christina, you were first.
Jazzy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just typing something. Okay. Let's see. I was going to use Shatter again, but you guys are in there, and I don't want to hurt you. Actually, you know what? I could. It's 10 radius. No, it still hit you guys. Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull out my crossbow. Which one of these little guys looks the most hurt?
The one on the right side.
The one on the right? Okay. So I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. I'm gonna hit him with the crossbow. So it's plus.
Oh, you're gonna shoot him. When you said
I'm gonna shoot him.
I'm
not gonna I could, but like, what's the point? It's not gonna knock it out. It's a construct, right?
Right.
So it's a +7 to attack. 13 plus 7 is 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then I do a 1d6 plus 3.
56. Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
So that is 6, and I kind of want to aim it, like, if I can, in like sort of what I think is like its controlling gears.
You would have needed to have called that before.
Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot it then. So 6 damage.
Because I have to give you a default or a damage on that. All right, so yeah, you hit him. You know, the bolt. You know, again, whenever you guys are hitting them, your stuff is kind of glancing off of them, but it does seem to be taking chunks with it. You know, a gear goes out or a spring or something. Yeah.
And you know what? I actually get an extra attack because of my sword college.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So because it's a crossbow, I'm not going to be able to reload it. So I'm just going to run in with the little dagger that I pull out of my boot.
So you ran in like, oh!
Yeah.
You fired that, and then you're stabbed.
Yeah, and then I grab the dagger out of my boot and I take a swing at it at like not on like the chassis because this is going to glance off. I try to like go after the gears.
Okay,
so
you're going, the guts.
Yeah. So
all
it's a dagger, so it's a +7 to attack. Ooh, that is a 12. Wait, no, actually that is a 6. Okay, so that's a 12, so it probably didn't work.
No.
Yeah.
And that's one of those instances of calling your shot, costing you the hit.
That was also just a really bad roll.
Yeah. I just love the idea of you running at a little robot, firing a crossbow bolt, and then stabbing it.
How big is this thing? Can I just punt it next time?
It's gnome size. You probably could try. Anna, what do you want to do?
All right. I'm just gonna I'm gonna shoot the guy that's right in front of me.
Just the one straight ahead? Okay.
Yeah, the one straight ahead. I'm guessing 23 will hit, or 22.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Yeah. Roll for damage.
That is 11 damages. Ooh. And then my free action, I'm gonna yell over to Rhaegar and don't F it up! And you get Bardic Inspiration, Rhaegar, so you get a D8.
Yeah. A D8?
A D8. Yep.
To my attack roll?
Attack roll or your damage.
Nice.
Whatever you want to use it on.
And you can use it after the fact, right? Like you can roll it and then you can use it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then... Oh, now it's the bad boys. Okay, so Jazzy, the one in front of you. He attack.
My
what's
AC,
your...
14.
14? Okay.
I'm sorry, it's not a damage roll. It's an attack roll or saving throw.
Attack roll or saving throw. There you go. All right, so yeah, he's like, doesn't do anything. Doesn't hurt you. The one on Atlas's left, this guy over here, he's going to attack Atlas. Okay. What's your AC, Atlas?
My AC is 18.
Okay. I was about to be like, one of them gets through. No, of course not. Of course it doesn't. So
Alice has a turtle defense.
smashing on you. Not happening. The big guy, on his turn, you notice like a light kind of in the center of him just kind of go, like you like kind of activate, kind of, and you hear something sort of like winding up, or like heating up or whatever. And while you hear this happening, though, he lifts his
Gnome arm.
gnome hammer out, and he spins in a circle.
I
Basically.
knew it. I was thinking he was
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
just like haymakers, also, right?
Yeah. So the three of y'all are about to get attacked. Now, I will say
Shit.
this: he starts with Atlas right in front of him, and then to Christina, and then to Rhaegar. So Rhaegar, I'll say you could make a dex save. Christina, you could try to make a dex save.
I'll say-
you're a little
I'm
bit
going to
further
try.
away.
To both of you guys get a +2 to whatever your saving throw is going to be because of my aura of protection.
Oh, nice.
you go.
Ooh.
Okay, and so this is when I can use my evasion because I'm subjected to an effect that allows me to make a dex throw.
So 13 plus 3 plus 2, so that's 18.
You definitely got that one. Yeah.
That's 13 plus 5 plus 2 is 20.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Those are some big
Okay,
rolls.
big question. Did these little two guys get hit by it?
No,
Oh.
because
They're too
they're
little?
teeny.
Aw.
Yeah.
I was
right over
hoping
there.
for
We
Yeah.
should have
slash
stayed
damage.
gnome. We should have stayed gnome.
We should have.
No.
So
You didn't have to
yeah.
follow me.
So he does this spin move around, and first Atlas he hits you. So we're gonna roll. Well, we'll roll damage in a second. You both succeeded on your saving throws. So I think that means Rhaegar, you take 0, right?
I take 0,
Your
'Cause
gives you none.
When I would take half, I take none
Yeah.
if I succeed.
Yeah. So basically, you were able to do a full Neo Matrix dodge out of the way. Jazzy, you were able to basically mostly get out of the way, but you caught a little bit of it,
That's fine.
on the way out. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so how much
you'll
do I
take
take?
half damage. So let's roll. My goodness, I don't have dice, so I'm doing this all on the interwebs. Okay.
Should have saved known it's a new t-shirt.
So Jazzy, you take half of 11, so 6.
Okay.
Ash, you take 10.
Okay.
Whew.
And then on the end of that spin, right as it goes past Rhaegar, little guy on the end over here actually leaps up. Okay, he leaps up into the air, and that hammer collides with him. And as he's shattering into pieces, they also start clawing along the rest of the body and
No,
start
no.
forming the next arm.
I don't like it.
Wait, the next arm? How many arms does this thing have?
Now he's got 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to keep track.
No, I don't
Yep.
like it.
Okay. So back around the bend once again. Coming back to Rhaegar.
It's to me, right?
Okay.
Atlas.
go first.
Excuse me.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
you're right.
yeah, that's
Atlas
right.
is last. Atlas is
We're
last.
not
That's
done
right.
yet. Yep.
Atlas, get ready to blow something up.
Uh,
Just what I'm used to when you start swinging things around. All
yeah.
of my plans.
So I'm going to try to take a swing at the big bad in the center.
Okay.
And I'll just be doing my regular dual attack, one-handed attack. So
And you have an elemental weapon now, right?
and I have elemental lightning weapon now. So I'm swinging my hammer one-handed, which gives me a bonus to dueling, and I'll be trying to do extra attack as well. So I'll be swinging for 2 attacks. So
2 attacks. Give me.
I'll roll for both attacks right now.
Okay.
That is a nat 20 on the first one.
Woo!
Ah,
Dang.
Deus Ex Atlas over here. My goodness. I throw a monster at you and it just doesn't.
And that's only what is that? That's only a 10 or something on the second. Yeah, I rolled a 2. But with all my
okay.
stuff, it's like a 10 total.
Yeah. So that one
You
won't
put
be
it all
enough.
in the one
But
attack.
that first one you critted.
Okay.
So I think did we say full plus? I think we said max plus a roll is how we do crits, or do we do 2 rolls?
I think we did max plus.
I think we
said
did max
plus.
plus.
That seems the most crit.
Okay. So max is going to be
whatever's in the parentheses.
So many.
Is you get one of those max the dice. So like is it a D10 or what? How much damage?
It's a D8.
1d8, 2d8.
It's
4d8.
1d8 plus 4, which is what's on my weapon, and then because I'm dueling, I get a plus 2, and then because I'm using elemental weapon, I also get an extra 1d4.
All right. So yeah, you get the 8 plus you roll your 8 plus all the pluses.
Got it.
That's what
Okay.
you get.
I need a calculator. I'm not going to remember all.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus
My
1
God.
1d4.
This guy.
My God.
Let's use my.
He's got
plastic.
Thor's hammer. He just comes in here just with Mjolnir. My goodness.
That's only
Meow,
that's only a
Meow,
plus
meow.
1, sadly. That could have been
Meow,
so much
meow.
better. But 17 damage total.
Okay. Yeah, that you throw your hammer up, lightning starts to kind of arc around it. You smash this thing, and yeah, you definitely see a big chunk of gears and things go flying off, scattered all around the place. He ain't picking up all those pieces.
Did the
so, yeah, you
lightning
did a pretty
seem
good
to like have any additional effect on him?
It didn't have any kind of it does seem like it's doing more than your normal, the regular attacks were for sure.
Okay.
Like it felt more like a normal fight than when you're smacking metal on metal for sure.
Okay.
Let me just deal with that damage. What was the total again? 17?
17.
11? 17. Okay. So, just keeping track of numbers. Now we're back around to the front of it. And before your turn starts, Rhaegar, the lights in the room again flicker off, flicker on. You feel kind of the whole train shake a little bit. And, all right, you're back to it.
Okay.
Rhaegar.
So, just trying to remember, the guy on the right already took some damage, right?
Yeah,
That's the
we
guy
went.
I poked to begin with, and then you also attacked him, right, Christina?
Yeah, I feel like we need to get rid of him before he starts adding to.
That's what I'm thinking too. So I'm gonna attack that guy with the sneak attack once more and hopefully hit this time.
Yeah, yeah, we're definitely flanking.
Yeah. So. Okay, that one's much better. So that's 15 plus 5, 20.
Got him.
Okay, and
Got
that's
him.
going to be, and I can use my inspiration too that you gave me, my bardic inspiration. So this is going to be.
You can't use it for damage.
What's that?
It's on the attack roll, not on the.
It's on an attack roll or a saving throw.
Oh, I
was
cannot
wrong.
use it on the damage. Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Okay. I thought you said or on the damage. I think you
I
said not on
did,
the
but I was
damage.
wrong.
Oh,
She
okay.
did, but it was a mistake. She corrected herself.
Okay. Okay. A couple are really good. A couple are really bad. 1, 2, but then we've got 5, 10. So that's 18.
Ooh,
5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 1.
And this is with your rapier?
That's yes with my
Okay.
wait. That's on top of my rapier attack, right? Because I do 5d6. My sneak attack. Is that in
Yeah.
addition to my rapier? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I get to do a 1d8 as well.
Yeah.
So that's 17, 18, 19. That's 23
damn.
Nice. Nice. On the little guy?
on the little guy.
Okay, yeah. So you find the sweet spot, like right while he's distracted by Christina. You are able to get your rapier in, and it like hits like this point, like right kind of between two plates of metal. There's just this little kind of like a nylon fold or something that's keeping some wires in or something. And you reach that, you breach that, and it's like you hit him right in whatever his equivalent of a heart is. The thing just collapses to the floor in just a puddle of pieces.
Neat.
That's it. Yeah. Just fell apart. You got him. All right, let's take him off the board.
Get
All
out
right.
of here.
We're now left with just the one big bad in the middle. Christina, you're up next.
So I'm in his attack of opportunity. So I feel like if I move up here, I shouldn't leave it yet.
Nope, you're still in.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is... I think... Can I use this move? Originating from you. No, I can't do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload my crossbow and I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
I'm going to
Can you
shoot
do
him.
You can walk, reload, and shoot.
I don't know.
I think you probably can.
I don't know. I just have a hand crossbow and I have the little dagger that I brought with me, so...
I think that's fine. I think that's fine.
So, +7. Ooh, that definitely did not hit.
Okay.
That was a 3. But then I am going to use my extra attack to hit him with the dagger.
Okay.
And, oh, God. All right, that is 15. I'm guessing that doesn't hit either.
Does not hit.
Okay. Oh, I did nothing.
Real quick, just to clarify for you later, Jazz. According to this forum, crossbows are always ready to fire once per action. Reloading takes place immediately before firing is a free interact action.
Cool.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
It's just a little hand crossbow that I stole from somebody. I can't remember where it came from, but I had it.
I do remember you stealing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you basically, you ran at it and you were like, ah, as you're like going sideways, trying to shoot and stab at it, and you got nothing. Like you just kind of.
I want to get to Dagra. That's my whole plan is to get up to the door to her.
Gotcha. So you're just.
Because she's looking out through a little window, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll ask you once I get to the door. I want to ask you what's inside that room.
Okay. All right. So next up, Anna.
Okay, I'm going to just move here and throw my arrows.
Throw them.
Just throw them. I'm just gonna,
Like
Huck 'em.
javelins.
Will a 12 hit?
No, will not.
I miss.
You hucked
And
it.
then I hucked it. I literally just threw it. I was like,
Threw it like a festive fog.
yeah. And then I'm gonna yell at Atlas and say, good job, baby bird. And now you get a bardic inspiration as well.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's off to the big bad.
The big
creature.
bad.
Big bad Beetleborg.
So turns to Atlas. And raises up its gnome hammer, and then does a sucker punch, just like this, and then goes for that. So let's see how that goes.
Dirty.
So yeah, you were looking up here, and he bops you just like that. So that will be that much damage. Ooh. Okay, make a saving throw for Constitution.
Cool.
Which should be good for you.
Because I get to make the saving throw now, I also get to take advantage of my Aura of Protection. So I get a +2 on this as well. And this is a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's still only going to be a 11? 11.
Okay, this is gonna be rough. Ash, so he punches you, and when he hits you, it's like he hits you like right in the throat. All right?
Oh.
He hits you hard, so hard that you kind of stop breathing for a second.
Oh no.
You straight up pass out. So you're gonna take 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and you're gonna fall prone.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So yeah, you are down. So now your turn comes around, and you're pretty groggy. So you could try and get yourself too, but you're not really going to be doing much.
Okay.
Okay. So
yeah, I guess if I'm prone, I can't do anything, right?
yeah, you can get up.
I can get
You're
up.
next, so you could get up basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is what I'll
Sorry,
do.
man.
Yeah, you better get up.
Got you with the throat punch. All right, Rhaegar, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so now that you're back up, that means that we are flanking again, correct?
Well, I'm still flanking with you.
Is it flanking if we're side by side? I can't remember. I thought that.
I think it is.
I think it is. I think
Yeah,
my
'cause
turn
it's
in-
2 points.
In 5e,
Yeah.
it's just any 2
Okay,
points.
good. It's been so long. Then once again, we're gonna do another sneak attack, and let's see if I need this bardic. I definitely need the bardic inspiration this time.
Okay.
So 1d8.
Shit. That's. I'm not gonna hit. That's like what? 11. Yeah, I missed.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright,
much for that bardic inspiration.
Christina,
I guess I'm going to attack with my little dagger.
are you continuing to run around, or what are you doing?
You know what? I was going to try to like pull the switch, but I know that if I leave, I'm going to get hit by this thing. And if it can knock out Atlas, I don't want to get hit.
It's fair.
Yeah,
That's
that's fair. Maybe what I could do is, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do mobile flourish. So I use a bardic inspiration to cause the weapon to deal extra damage to your target. The damage equals the number you roll on the bardic inspiration die. You can also push the target up to 5 feet away from you, so I can get away from you.
Oh,
after
okay.
that.
Okay. So you're trying to
Okay,
push him away.
so I'm gonna do one attack first, and then the second attack is gonna be mobile flourish.
Okay. All right. Go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it.
So-
I like that.
Ooh, that is a nat 20!
Hey,
Whoa!
there you go. There you go.
Yeet!
2 nat
So it's a 1d4 plus 3.
Hold on that. Let's do.
And
Do
then
both
the
of them
last
in a
one's going to
row.
be the mobile flourish. Okay, so. Ooh. That one definitely didn't hit.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but on the first one, you critted. So,
Yes.
you know.
So 1d4 plus 3, and then do I roll again?
So roll the 4.
Okay. Oh, it's a 4. Excuse me. Wrong one. 2, that is 5. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 5 is
4 plus
12.
5. So 9.
Yeah.
It's because it's just the 4, not the plus. So yeah, 9. Okay. Cool. Do-do-do-do. And then you missed on the push move.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I rolled like a 4. It was not going to do anything.
Okay. So next up would be Enna.
All right, I'm gonna shoot an arrow this time, not throw it. Hopefully.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, that'll definitely 23 will hit.
That'll hit.
Wow.
Yep.
It's amazing what a bow can do versus your hands, and that's 10 damage. And then I'm going to call over to Christina and be like, "You're my favorite. I love you.
I love you,
Use some bardic
sister.
inspiration."
Oh man. All right. So, this creature now, or not creature, this construct, it turns, it gets its arms back up and starts getting ready for its whirly move again.
No,
So it's
I don't like it.
in the center, and this time it's starting at Christina's end.
Oh, God.
Um,
Okay.
So I'll still
Dex
allow you
rolls.
guys to roll dex rolls. It's just increasing difficulty per one.
Oh,
Ash,
yeah,
you can
that's
also
gonna-
roll a dex roll if you
Oh.
like.
I got a 5.
Does Jasmine get
That's
to
not
roll
gonna
a saving roll?
Yes.
I did.
Then
I got
all
a
of you get
5.
all of you get a +2 still.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
Oh,
that's
okay. Well, that's 7.
22.
Well, you can
Okay.
use that bardic inspiration too, Jazz.
That's
that I just
true.
gave you.
These are dex. Okay.
That's another 2, so that's 9.
I got another nat 20.
What?
Wow, this guy loaded dice. Okay.
No kidding.
So yeah, it does its wind up move. Sorry, Christina.
No, that's fine.
Big Yeetus. Boom. Gonna,
Does it at least knock me back? That'd be nice.
Hold on.
You're like, get me out of here.
Get me out of this.
Okay, and then let's do one of these. Wow. Okay. I rolled a 1. So
Whoa.
yeah, it's doing its wind up, and it goes to hit you, and it just kind of like as it does. We're gonna say this happened at the same time as Enna shot, like right as Brittany fires her arrow, and so it kind of like hits the joint, and so it kind of like falls just a little bit right before it hits you, and so it just kind of
Oh,
grazes.
thank God.
Thank you, Brittany.
So it hit you
You're
for 5 damage. So you do still, take a little hit. Rhaegar, you dodged it. You backflipped out of the way. You were fine. And strangely enough, Atlas, in all that armor, does like the worm or something. I don't even know.
Having just been like knocked out, completely downed.
You were still in the process of getting up. That's what
Right.
it was. You were still, and it just boom, right over your head. You just.
What was that?
Scotty too hotty.
That's
I
great.
am
over
really
there.
sorry. I really have to use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries. Oh man, I'd say we're getting there. It's combat. I always forget how long it takes to do combat.
Yeah.
It can, yeah.
A lot of turns.
It's all right though. It's all right. It's good. It's been a while. We'll see where this session ends.
Yeah. If I ever re-roll a character, I'm gonna roll one that has more diversity in attacks. Like
I would say
spellcaster?
these are good outside of combat, like with their skill set, but within combat, it's like you're either dodging or you're just attacking. There's not a whole lot of flourish when it comes to the attack.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like the issue being you're really good when y'all are against people. You have a lot of stuff when you're against.
Well, I honestly, I guess more so just for people watching, I should say. Like, I'm fine in combat. I'm really good. Like, I can do high damage, but it's just one attack I do over and over again, which is effective, but it's probably not entertaining to watch me do it over and over again, It would be nice if I, had a bunch of spells that I could cast and change things up and really make a show of it.
Or you could just describe it differently every time.
And then beyond that,
well, that's what Price does. He does a really good job explaining what we do,
And you could start, looking into maybe things like traps and stuff. I feel like, rogues have some stuff at their fingertips, but I feel like you're playing more of like a social character. You're focused on what we do 80 or 90% of the time when we play this game, which is being able to sneak into people's houses and do all the cool stuff.
Exactly.
So,
All right. Sorry about that.
The thing. No worries, Jazzy. The thing about tabletop games, especially the way we play so little focus on the combat that when the combat shows up, it like really makes it clear where your character might be missing out on stuff. Whereas, when we're in the real world, it's it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's pick back up. I believe the construct just attacked. So Atlas, you are up.
Did Enna go this turn?
She did. She
Okay.
She shot an arrow.
instead of throwing.
And the thing went, okay, yeah, so it is me. All right, cool. Then I'm, well, Price, I'm going to ask you this first, because I feel like I would do this, but I want to make sure that it's within rules. I just Googled this for a while, and it seems like it's different based on D&D 3.5 versus D&D 5e. So I have elemental weapon already applied to my weapon.
Yes.
And I've found conflicting things saying whether or not I can also do a smite now on top of it with an elemental weapon.
Totally you can. Of course you can. I'm down. It's fine.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right.
I'll never have a problem with let's just go overboard on the ability. Why not? You want to add lasers? Let's go.
I'll just, to give some detail, it seems like previously in D&D, these things were concentrations, so doing one or the other would break the other thing, whereas now they are not concentrations. So, anyway.
I think it's way more fun to just be like, yeah, go for it. Just
All right. So, I would, again, it's going to be the exact same thing as last time, a dual one-handed attack, but the first attack I'm also going to attempt to do Thunderous Smite on it.
on the first or the third? The third attack.
I can only do 2 attacks, but I can.
Okay.
I can basically say that during one of my attacks, I can make it a Thunderous Smite, basically.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's yes, that tracks.
So,
All right.
I'm going to roll for both attacks.
Okay.
So, the first one is going to be a 19 total.
Wow.
Okay. What? You okay?
Just the amount of attack Ash can do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You big
So
boy.
wait, that was the attack roll.
That was the
right?
attack roll, not the damage.
Yeah, not the damage. Not the damage.
No, I know. It's just
Yeah.
Ash is always like beating people up.
Yep. That's his job.
Yep.
And then, just because I'm going to roll the second attack roll first as well.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be a 23 total.
Oh yeah, those both hit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so I need a lot of dice.
Could you just do it in D20 or roll 20? Like
I would love to.
You'd have to write a program.
Right? There's just
well,
there's
I mean,
a lot.
at least he could do like.
Hold on. Some of these are
For
D6s.
this.
Okay, I may have enough dice for this. So
So bonkers. This is like, and I'll say this. This is why whenever I'm making encounters, here's the thought process I have to have. What's gonna happen when Ash inevitably blows the thing up? Because every fight we have, y'all are all doing, your parts. You're all doing your and then Ash comes along, who it's like he's power leveled, or he found a legendary weapon he wasn't supposed to find or something.
Ash is like the great white shark.
He's
and we're
One
just the
Punch Man.
Remoraid's
Oh my God,
That are just
he
sort of
is.
hanging out around him.
There you go.
okay, so it's
When it
going
comes
to
to
be
combat.
it's going to be all of these dice plus 8 plus 12. Yes, it's going to be all of these plus 12.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let me.
That was a lot of dice that I just heard.
I
roll.
heard a lot of yeah. You see like a thud, or it sounds like rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a rain stick of damage of dice.
Sounds like pain.
The soothing
all
sound
ones.
of pain.
They are not.
pain
I got
stick.
some good rolls on this one.
Oh boy.
And then I said plus 12, right? That is 34 damage total between all of those attacks.
Okay, 34
So-
damage.
I like to express that I'm so effing pissed that he just knocked me down and I missed a turn that I'm like, all right, you want to play? Okay. So here's some thunder
Embarrass
damage
this man.
and some lightning damage at you.
Jeez.
Oh man, it's the sound and the fire. Okay, yeah. So how do you swing at the thing? Is it one big hit or is it 2 hits?
It's going to be 2 hits. It's going to be the first one is super hard because that's going to be the Thunderous Smite, and then the second one is sort of like down on top.
Okay, cool, perfect. So here's the way I see it. You do that first hit, just boom, and it cuts through like butter to the point to where it's like the top half of that creature is like floating in midair for just a moment, separated from the other part. And then you smack it down, back into the rest of it. So it just lost like 3 feet just from force. It's still alive, but
Okay.
it's like, imagine like its torso just got crunched, but now its arms are up like this. If bloodied were a thing, it would certainly be bloodied.
Okay.
But it's still whizzing, popping, and moving. All right. Wow.
Yeah. That's it.
Whenever I'm looking at the HP pools of the enemies, I'm picking y'all. I always look at them and go, that's too much. It's too much. I need to worry about this, but
Then you
Jesus.
realize you have Atlas.
Yeah, I have to. You got to have the Atlas factor, which is just
Yeah.
plan on
Exactly.
some crits.
There's an equation
we'll
for
call
that. It is HP minus Atlas.
it. See, I haven't been putting in the Atlas factor. It's not in the challenge rating. It's
Got
like
it.
Atlas
A
challenge
plus
rating.
C equals Atlas.
Exactly.
He stands for the Atlas quotient or coefficient. Okay,
Yeah.
so back around to the beginning. Rhaegar, what you gonna do?
I guess I'm going to pick up where you left off, Atlas, and try to tickle him to death.
Okay.
All right. So do my sneak
man.
attack one last time, and that's going to be... Is 15 the limit? Can I hit with 15?
You hit him.
Yes! All right. So we're going to do 1d8 plus... Good, nothing
Oh.
fell off.
I'll actually say, just so you guys know, now that we're getting towards the end of the fight, this creature had fluctuating AC throughout the fight.
What?
Whoa! Oh, because of the
Oh.
different things
Because
adding
of
to
the
it?
different.
Right.
I should have been announcing most of my rolls then.
21.
They were all below 9, but
Yeah, that probably wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
21?
Yeah.
That's your hit?
That's my hit.
Yes, correct. Yes, you hit for sure.
No, that's my
Okay, that's the damage. That's what I was
I
gonna say. I
rolled
was
a
like,
15,
that's
remember?
a lot. That's a lot.
I was gonna say because you did like 20 something damage last time you hit too, right, Rager?
Right, because I get my 1d8 rapier,
sneak attack.
1d8 plus 5, and then plus my sneak attack is 5d6.
So yeah, when Atlas kind of did this thing, it revealed a portion that looked a little bit softer to you. You're like, those are some like ribbons and wires. I could mess with that. So you jabbed in there, and you definitely hit him pretty good. Because when you hit right in the one spot, one of the arms just fell limp and actually slowly started to just kind of fall off.
Ew.
Haha.
Still got one arm, not the gnome arm, and it's not looking good. Christina.
I guess. Okay, is that open like section available to me? Like, can I see it, or is it on the other side of?
You can definitely see where he was stabbing.
Okay, I want to start stabbing in there.
Okay.
I just want to start stabbing in there. So the first attack is going to be normal in that stab spot. Oh, that is a 12. That's not at all.
That'll hit.
12 will hit? Oh, my goodness. All right, so I got my little dagger. It's a 1d4 plus 3. That is 4 damage.
Okay.
Hey, it all adds
'cause,
up.
it all adds up. That's
better
true.
than nothing.
All right, and then I'm going to use the mobile flourish on the second one to push it.
Let's try and push it. Okay.
So that is a 14 plus, what was that? What did I say? It was plus 7. So yeah, that definitely hit. So my little dagger plus the 1d8 for damage. That is 4 plus 1, 5. And then I get to push it 5 feet. I'm going to push it that way.
Yeah.
Sure, you pushing it?
Right here onto this tile.
Okay. So as you do that, Rager, would you like to take an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Do it.
So I don't need to roll for that, right? I can just
Yeah, you do. You get advantage. So you
Okay.
can roll twice.
well, 17 was my first roll, so I'll take it.
All right. Yeah, you got it.
And then I do 10 damage.
Wow. Okay. So here's what happened. This whole shebang of things. Atlas smacks this thing in half. Right? It's floating. He slams it down into itself further. Rager stabs a bunch at like its power core. Christina sees it, stabs it, kicks it. As it's falling backwards, Rager kind of trips it up again, and I'm going to leave the final hit point decision to Enna. How does this thing die?
What?
It has one hit point left.
Do not miss this.
Oh, great! I shoot an arrow. Hopefully,
Just
No
douse it
pressure.
in wine.
Yeah.
Maybe the wine
I'm so
might.
excited for this. Anna?
No.
That's
Anna?
it's a 12.
Okay.
It hits.
Yeah,
That
that
hits.
hits.
Oh, okay. I thought a 12 did
I
it.
thought it was
His
a nat
AC
1.
keeps decreasing because it's so beat up. I know. I thought that
okay.
too.
Okay. That'll. Yeah. I
so-
shoot an arrow at it and I say, "You're gross."
So you guys do this whole thing. It's tumbling over every time. Like gears are flying everywhere, all these things. And in the middle of it, there was this piece that clearly was kind of like a core component that was like guiding the whole thing. Just this tiny little kind of structure. And it kind of like falls out of like the whole body structure, and you see it kind of like trying to claw its way along. And that's when an arrow just you're gross.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Good job, Brittany! Yeah!
Brittany with the final kill.
Here we
All right,
go.
so I want to walk over to the room and I peer inside. What do I see in this room? Do I have to roll a perception?
You can just look in because you'll see.
It's a bedroom,
Dagger.
right?
Yeah. No, this is like the kind of waiting room between two rooms, so you can see they're kind of like connected to one another.
What's inside of it? Describe the room to me. Is there anything heavy in there?
No, there's tables, bookshelves, things of that nature.
How heavy is the table?
I mean, it's an expensive table.
I want to cast
heavy.
animate object on it.
It's
Okay.
getting Silent Hill up in here.
So you're just gonna make the table start shaking around and stuff?
I want the table to basically crush Dagora and pin her to the wall.
Do you have that level of control?
I do.
What does it say?
I
you
will
can do?
read you animate object.
Yeah, tell me.
Objects come to life to your command. Choose up to 10 non-magical objects. Medium targets counts as 2. There's like a whole chart
Sure.
of
Yeah. You want to take
So,
one big table.
You can command any or all of them at the same time, issuing the same command to each one. You can decide which action the creature will take. You can issue a general command, such as guard a particular chamber or corridor. If you issue no commands, it will like attack hostile things. There's a lot of text here. I could also make an attack, but basically, I want the table to come to life and pin her to the wall.
So So you're trying to basically catch her off guard.
Yes.
She don't know that this is gonna happen.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll. Does it have a saving throw on it?
They just basically become creatures. So
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a dex throw for Dagora. Essentially, it didn't go
Yeah.
well. So
I wanted to push her against the door so that when we open the
Okay.
door, we can basically
So
grab her.
So she's sitting there, like holding like a brandy snifter
Yeah.
or something like that, and she's just sort of all like, "Well, it appears you have done better than I would have expected. I would feel some. Oh my gosh!" And then that's when like the table just slams behind her and just like pins her up against the door.
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't know what you're planning, but I don't think it's going to work."
It's holding
against it.
Yeah, I like almost like the Jurassic Park raptor, like
exactly.
she's flaring.
Oh, the nostrils.
Oh
But she's pinned up really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's basically she's pinned up now.
She's pinned up against the door, but the door is locked.
Can I try lockpicking it?
no. Yeah. Rhaegar,
Yeah.
do your thing.
Yeah.
So you go ahead. You have to roll
So
me, or
what would I need to roll for that?
Lock
sleight of
picking?
hand, probably.
Right.
So-
That's what I was thinking. Right.
In your tools, it will actually say like I have disguise kit, forge kit, kazoo, stuff like that.
Right. You have a
right.
rogue toolkit.
It's based on a different attribute. I'm guessing it's going to be dexterity for you.
It'll be dexterity. It'll be a dexterity roll then. So yeah, let's roll a dex.
Atlas, come over here and get ready to grab her.
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't
one
let her.
second.
Don't let her
Um,
like try to like weasel away.
Yep. Just dex roll. Okay.
I've been wanting to use animate
18.
object for so long.
I know you have.
So yeah, you're going to unlock this door, and you get the lock open, but then you realize that that's not what's stopping the door from opening.
Oh.
There's something else holding it shut.
Is it a table that has come to life?
It's not a table that's come to life. No. Essentially, you would know that like this is like a bigger deadbolt type lock. This is something like a heavy metal beam through the door.
Oh.
You would know. Oh, this is not a door I'm getting into just by opening the door.
How big is the table? Like 10 feet?
No.
Or like
no,
8
no.
feet?
I mean, like a standard round, table that you'd sit at with a handful, like
Would
3
you
or 4
cons-
people. So maybe like
Would
5
you
or 6.
consider it
Card
like
table
a
size.
medium size?
Card table size. Yeah, medium. Yeah.
Okay, then can I animate the door? Because I can control up to 2 medium creatures or 2 medium objects.
You could attempt to animate the door.
I want to animate the door.
Okay.
This is some
And I
weird
want to
Beauty and the Beast
open it.
things.
All right. So as you're trying to open the door, it's not moving because something is blocking it. But like you can see the door like shaking and moving, trying to get going, but can't get it.
Well, then I'm
Alice-
going to keep her pinned
Alice, can
as
you,
long as
like-
I can.
Hammer this door open. Use your brute strength.
You're not getting in here. I made sure of that.
Yeah, but you're not getting out either. What was your plan here?
Oh, it's still going just fine. And
I
that's
wish-
when you hear on the door to the train car that you were on, banging on the door.
Oh, it's the Warforge.
Oh,
Is it-
God.
Is it the Warforge or is it the people attacking the train?
Which Warforged is it? Because we've
You
got
have
a
the
couple.
Warforge in the storage.
Yeah, but it
Bar.
could
Warforge
also
in the
be
storage?
The Warforged and the Sturge.
We gotta get to the gorge. We gotta find the Warforged in the store. Atlas, you look over and you see that it's actually Ravo banging on the door.
All right,
Go let him in, Atlas.
I go over the door and I say, "Hey, Ravo, like, we can't open these doors."
As you approach the door and see that Ravo is at the door, you also notice that the rest of the train is gone.
Oh crap!
Oh.
Like
You
it's
have
been detached.
decoupled from the train. Ravo and Benji are basically sitting on that little bit outside where you can still like stand.
Yeah.
And he's basically kind of like shouting and yelling, "The train's gone! They left! They decoupled us!"
Yeah, but at least we have the spa car on our side.
Has this car come to a stop, or are we still coasting?
We're still coasting because it was probably going fast, right?
You guys are on the end with the engine.
Oh.
The rest of the train you can actually see behind you, and the other thing that you see is you've actually passed the turnoff for Fairhaven.
Oh.
And the train cars are slowly chugging their ways along that with their momentum, and y'all are heading straight south.
Got it.
You got an engine car, you got this car, and that's it.
No spa car?
No spa car. We'll never get in there.
I yell out to Ravo, "Are we still under attack?"
Yeah. And like you also see a bunch of flying creatures that are tailing Ravo. And at that, Ravo, grabs onto Benji and he's like, "Yeah, I'll be back." And you see him kind of head up into the air and you just see all kinds of chaos flying overhead.
Real quick, everybody. This kind of throws a wrench into the whole murder mystery thing, right? Like,
I guess at this point it doesn't really
who
matter.
do we turn her into? Do we just say, like, good luck and leave? What do we do?
You know
I
what?
think she's
I've seen it in like an old, like one of those Nickelodeons where we tie them up and we leave them on like a mailbag thing.
Wait,
like a
we tie him up
mailbag
and
wrench?
leave him on the train tracks to get run over.
Well,
Or those little mailbag hooks? Maybe we just leave her on that.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
I'm
the
kind
next
of.
train will pick her up.
All right, I'm kind of thinking she's the only reason that they haven't blown up this train yet.
You
I
think?
think they're working with her, obviously.
Hey, you know what? You know what I would like? Just saying, I wouldn't mind picking up whatever that thing killed Hieronymus and taking it with us. Maybe she has
Do
it.
we have it with us?
Right, but I don't think.
Isn't that on the other part that we lost?
Hey,
No,
Dagger.
I think it's on her, and maybe if we just go in there and grab it from her, we could tie her up and throw her out.
Don't
the
a couple
window.
people have teleporting?
Yeah.
How many more spell slots do you have?
Me and
Just
Brit.
teleport in there and
Teleport,
kick her ass.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
I squish her further. I will the table to push her further.
Christina, come with me, and I dimension door into the room
Okay.
with Christina.
We're in the room.
Also,
Okay.
hold on. I think because isn't she in like the spot? Well, I'm not occupying that. I'm not going exactly where she is, so I'll just go right next to her.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys teleport yourselves into the room.
Yep.
This is awkward.
I look at her. Is she carrying any weapon besides the brandy snifter that she was holding? Obviously.
I mean, nothing that you can see. Obviously, you're not. Are you like patting her down, or are you just looking to see if she has something in her hand?
I'm just wondering how I can knock her out.
Just knock her out with your fists. You punched that other guy.
I punch her with my fist. Actually, no. I punch her with the hand crossbow, with the butt of the hand crossbow.
Oh.
Okay.
Pistol whipper.
Honestly, I'm gonna say because she's kind of
Prone.
Yeah, I don't think you find it very hard to just. No, stop moving. Stop it. Bam. Just
Table, back up.
Table, give me some space. Hold me back, table. Okay. So you knock her out.
Okay.
Now what?
I start searching her. I'm looking for just any weapon that she has on
Can
her.
I open the door? Like, what's holding the door closed?
So you look around and you do see that there is clearly an apparatus that was open, kind of just to the side, sort of like a switch box, basically. And there's a whole bunch of different levers and things in there. So if you want, you could start flipping random switches.
I start flipping random switches.
As you do, shutters and doors are like opening and closing and whatnot. So after a little bit of work, you figured out how to get pretty much everything back open.
Did she have any weapons on her?
Yes, she does. She actually does have the device that you saw in the schematic.
I pocket it.
Okay. It's basically like a little, think of it, it looks kind of like a lightsaber without a beam coming out of it. It's just like a little, like a wand kind of thing, but mechanical.
Does she have any money on her? Anything valuable?
Okay, Rhaegar.
Does she have anything valuable?
Rhaegar, are you watching proudly from the...
Yeah, does she have any jewels on her?
Oh my god, you guys, what have I done to
right.
you?
Roll.
Yeah, you taught me how to be a thief.
A 20. You did.
Like, this is within your character, but Christina, I'm ashamed of you.
Why would you be ashamed of me? You know I steal stuff.
Yeah, Christina's made that clear. Let's be real. Jazzy's made that clear.
Yeah.
Any
I
character
made that
that
clear.
Jazzy plays.
Is there any pluses that I could add to this? So I got an 11.
That's better than me.
No. We're just using it as like a random.
Okay.
No, it's not a percent. We're just using it as like a luck roll. So what did you get, Anna?
11. I got 11.
I got a 3.
A 3.
A
So
3.
yeah. So here's what happens. Christina, you check the pockets and you find a good little chunk of money. You find a couple of rings. You find a necklace. You're just checking the stuff that's on her. So we'll say you make away with like 15 gold worth of stuff.
I'm fine with that.
Brittany, on the other hand, you're really trying to pay attention to Rhaegar's teachings, and it's one of those situations where like you zone in on something he taught you about how people always keep stuff like in their pillowcases or something like that, and you are just like so focused on that's where they keep things that you don't even look at any of like the clear, gilded coasters and things. Like they're everywhere. And so you're just like tearing apart all these pillowcases. You find like, a bunch of feathers, basically.
Is there anything in this room I can use to tie her up?
Yeah, you could find like some cloth strips or something
Okay,
like
right.
that.
I destroyed these pillows, so now they're just strips of cloth.
So we take the strips, we twine them up, we tie her up. I'm like, Rhaegar, come here.
Doors are all open now, so you guys can all go wherever you want.
Do you have a sock?
Do I have a sock?
Yes.
Oh no. Christina, no.
I put it in her mouth.
Oh!
And I tie her up.
Oh!
And then I look for pen and paper.
I'd rather have the badger foot. Yeah.
I grab a pen and paper and I write, "Dear Max, she did it." And I pin it. I take a pin from Brittany because she has multiple ones.
I do have multiple brooches.
I pin it to her.
All right, that's good.
That's a very good brooch, though. Maybe.
Well, then find me something else.
Do
you have a needle? Do you have a needle? Do you have a hat pin? Do you have something?
Yeah, we still need to find Max. Max is now in Fairhaven.
Isn't Max on the other part of the train?
No, I think...
Shouldn't we, stop this train?
Yeah,
Isn't that something we should do?
I think we need to go up to the engineer.
Let's go. Okay, Brittany wanders off to where the
I think we need to find Felicia along the way, too, and make sure Felicia's okay.
Oh, where's my
isn't she
Did you leave her with something?
Bravo. She's Bravo.
Yeah.
She's outside, circling overhead, fighting for her life.
Look, okay, we got Dagra secured. We have the note saying she did it.
Yep. You have the note that you made saying she did it. Pinned to her.
Yes.
Can't go wrong. This plan cannot go wrong.
No.
So
I'm going to the train conductor.
Hold on.
Yeah. What's up?
How far can you cast your dimension door?
Like 200
How many
feet,
spell
I think?
slots do you have?
I have one more spell slot in that.
Not far enough to get him onto the other train. But that's
500
where
feet.
you were going.
Atlas,
Yes.
what about you?
I think mine's 60 feet.
Shit.
Mine's 500.
You guys are the worst.
Yeah, it's
I'm
further than
sorry,
500 feet away.
I can't teleport more than 500 feet away.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry.
Why don't
Otherwise,
you
she
just grow
would have, and
wings
she would
like
be on that
Atlas?
spot cart right now.
She could fly there. She wanted to.
What?
What?
Nothing. Christina said nothing. She was joking. It's a joke, like, you know how Alice has wings?
Ha 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 ha.
Wait,
Catch her right on Benji.
Atlas does have wings. Atlas, you can fly to the other car.
Yeah.
Take her with you.
Alice,
Go.
why don't you just fly?
Okay, here we go.
We taught you, baby bird.
I mean, so are you really trying?
No, not really. I don't care that much.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, look,
situation.
here's the thing, y'all. I mean, like, if we are dedicated to the job and we just want to see it to its end, then sure, we can try to get her into the hands of Max.
No, I don't
But we've
care.
already passed Fairhaven. Obviously, we're not going to be tried and taken into custody. That's gone. Like,
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter at this point.
Can we stop worrying about the murder mystery and stop the gosh darn train?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's, like, forget about her.
Can we?
All right?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Brittany is walking towards the way to stop the train.
I'm
Okay.
with you.
Let's go towards the
So,
engineer
yeah,
car.
You head into the engineer car,
Yeah.
and there's Ranspur, who is looking at you guys like,
Ransford, stop the train.
What is going on?
Well, wait,
What is
going
on?
Do we want it to stop? Because maybe those attackers might get us super quickly if we stop. Ransford,
Yeah,
What do you
the-
want me to do?
the
We-
train's
I
been
run
attacked. We've been decoupled. There's only like 3 cars on this
Wait.
engineer car right now. We've got the bad guy all tied up. Bad
Hold on.
gal.
I have an idea. Atlas,
Yes,
you got your mirror?
I do. Yes.
I got my spyglass.
Oh,
Can't we do the mirror trick again?
and that I'm trying to summon my memory. That tells us sort of like what we're supposed to be doing. Is that right?
Can
Or-
we teleport with that?
You can kind of teleport, but you guys
You
don't
can
really know exactly how to do it yet.
Yeah, you can teleport to the
We could
dream
try.
dimension or something.
Well,
But I
last
guess
time we
is that-
teleported onto the airship.
Last time we
Yeah,
teleported
but that
to
was an accident. We don't know how that happened. You know, I'm gonna run back to the end of the car and try to get Ravo's attention.
Okay.
Didn't Dio say we had to think of the place?
Right.
And then we
think-
would go there?
So where do we want to
Ransford.
go?
Ransford, we need to get away from these things that are attacking the train. Where are we headed?
Well, I've got
What's
one. I've got one direction. I mean, Zolargo is as far as we go, I guess. I don't know. I'm
Have
just
you-
going forward.
Have you ever been there?
Oh yeah, sure.
What's
it's
in
place. It's pretty cool.
Zalargo?
Magic and gnomes and stuff. It's pretty cool.
It's a place
Does it
in the
have a
south that we were
spa?
heading to begin with.
Oh yeah, all kinds of spas.
Let's
Mostly
go.
candy spas. Okay.
But
All
we
right.
gotta ditch these guys that are following us. That's the problem.
Well, I'm
Well, if we
saying,
keep-
Ransford, describe it super well to Rhaegar,
So-
all right? Paint
Okay,
a picture
so yeah,
with
well-
your words.
While this is happening, Christina had said you're going to the back to try and get Ravo's attention. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you see them flying around, fighting and everything like that. Ravo kind of flies back in your direction. You do see there's still some creatures fighting back and forth, so it seems like y'all have some allies up there as well. And you know he comes down and lands on the train. I see you were able to get it open. What's happening?
Well, we caught the
the plan?
woman who murdered them. We're trying to figure out if we need to stop or if we need to just flee.
Well, I mean, we talked about getting out of here. This is kind of
This is it.
convenient.
Yes, it is. Is Benji okay for you to just come inside while we figure out what to do?
Yeah, I don't want to wait for too long in case something happens, but sure.
Are
I
we
can-
gonna lose these guys, or are they gonna follow us all the way to Zalargo?
I think they're going to be able to catch up to us eventually. We're trying to keep them occupied, but
Do you think there's a place in Zalargo that we can meet up with you?
yeah. Would you like me to try and
Yeah.
distract you or something?
Yes, go distract them. That's a good idea. And then you can meet us at the spa in Zalargo and we can all celebrate our victory.
Keep yourself safe, Ravo, okay? But we are going to attempt to get to Zalargo through other means, and I assume we're going to end up in whatever the fanciest spa is in Zalargo.
Where the hell is Fairhaven on this map?
It's
It's
kind of in
towards
the
the center of the
center.
map, north. Center
Yeah.
north. It's by that river that's splitting the continent in two.
Capital cities have like stars, I think,
Yeah.
as their icon.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Okay, so I guess since we're going to Sulago, what would a city that we would know that Rava would know based on our history?
I mean, we're going to try
there in Florida.
I thought we were just going to take the train now.
Well,
I
no,
thought
'cause
we were
they-
going to dimension
follow
out of
us.
there.
They'll follow us along the train.
and they'll be able to catch up to us. So we're going to
'Cause
attempt
my
to do
idea
this.
is to separate from Ravo, have him meet us somewhere in Zalargo. If we can tell him like a meeting point, we could just meet him there.
And I'll say, as you're looking at the map, right, like Zalargo is the farthest, south that you can go. There are plenty of other places you could,
That's
try
why I
and
was asking
divert
where
or something.
Fairhaven was.
That's behind you at this point.
Yeah. So we're sort of like in between Fairhaven and Lathlier.
So do you see
Would
where
you
it
say?
says? Yeah, see where it says
Ondare?
Yeah, Ondare. So Fairhaven's right there. You would be kind of by like Blue Vine, Galt, Lathlier, Danthaven,
Okay.
that whole region. Yeah.
Because I basically was like, let's try to teleport somewhere else that's somewhere like further south and just tell him to meet us there. Do you know what I mean?
Let's just go to
certainly what we
Trollenport.
could
That
do.
seems to be the capital.
Of Zalargo?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just go? Why don't we just go straight to Zalargo?
Solargo, I guess, is the area. There's individual
Yeah,
cities
we have
within
to choose.
Solargo.
It's like the country. Zalargo's
Yeah.
like the country.
So let's just go to the capital. Let's just go to Trollenport.
It's going to take probably Ravo weeks to get there, but
It'll be time. Yes.
yeah.
Perhaps we should meet back up with, back in, what's it called?
Stormhome?
Stormhome.
Okay.
But-
Trollenport is
we-
right on the ocean too, so
I mean-
it'll be good.
If we can use this spyglass to teleport, then we could just go to Stormhome and then just go to Zalargo later.
Well, wasn't the
But we-
original plan to not even? I mean, Zalargo was a stopgap, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were supposed to go east to like the.
Oh, yeah, those
to find
witches.
More of those, yeah.
Well, as far as they're all concerned, you're headed to Zalargo. So if we changed course and headed towards just straight for Droam or Breland, just
Well, I
perhaps
have
could
to
help.
know where we're going, apparently.
Okay. How about Rote? And that's.
But like, has anybody been there? Can you like describe
Right,
it to me?
He needs to know it as in know it. Yeah, that's the thing.
Like-
That's why I was
of course,
asking.
Ravo certainly would know though several areas in Drome or in around the area because that's where he's from originally.
Oh, okay.
Let's
'Cause
go
he had
to
told
his
you that he
home.
worked for her.
Let's go to his homeland, his home city.
Okay.
Do we want to go right into there, or do we want to go in the capital city right before, which is Rote?
No, we want whichever has the strongest feeling, because the stronger
and-
the feeling, the better we'll have a chance of actually making it there.
So that's the real thing about it. So I'm gonna put this in plain words, and then we'll figure out how it fits in like context. Are you guys trying to teleport the train?
No,
No,
No.
just us.
just us.
So
I'm just trying to create a so when I used my spyglass in the
Okay.
Hall of Mirrors, we were able to
Got
go
it.
through a mirror.
You're trying to create like a doorway, basically.
Yes.
Like a mirror that you would walk through
Yes.
off into this space. Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I forgot that you just created a doorway. I sort of thought that we like held hands and then we blinked. So in that case, I mean, why can't Ravo just come with us with this hippogriff?
Yeah, that's what we're
Because
gonna
Benji
do.
can't fit inside the train, can he?
Well, not inside the train, but
could.
maybe if we, yeah,
You could step
we'll
out.
figure
on
it
the
out.
edge.
We'll
Something.
squish his shoulders in a little bit. It's fine.
Could make him gnome-sized.
Okay.
Give him the gnome stone. All right, so you're gonna try to teleport us to.
And
all right, so I guess let's talk this through. So you want this is Ravo. So you want me to think of a place that I've been that we can go to?
that you have
Safely.
really strong feelings
A
about.
nice,
I'm-
safe place.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, like the reason why I didn't want to do this before is because I don't know if it's gonna be successful. But at this point, I feel like our options are a little limited. All right, we're being tailed by these jabronis, and we got to make a quick getaway because I don't know if we have it in us to take out all of those guys. So if you describe it well enough, I might be able to create a doorway that would allow us to get to Drome.
Okay.
But you gotta be real specific.
All right. Well, there was one place I felt safe there. Past the Dragonwood, there's a small clearing. It was where I hid for a very long time.
I grab the spyglass and I'm trying to like view the doorway.
Yeah. So yeah, you're looking through it, and what you're seeing right now is just, it's like you're zoomed in blurrily onto the wall of the, where the room you're in, but super blurry. And as he's describing it, you're starting to see it kind of come into, picture before you. So, first he describes the green forests that surround with incredibly tall trees where it just, it feels like you're, just a speck amongst matchsticks just all around you. He talks to you about how the sound of the river soothed him to sleep, especially when he was injured, and how the water washed over him and it was cold. And when you hear him say that, you see kind of like a chill hit the trees, and there's kind of like frost on the pine needles. He describes a little a hollow, a burrow that he found that he was able to fit into and kind of dig out. During this time, he lived incredibly ferally. And so, because of that, the descriptions he give you, they sound very sense memory-like, It's just like, I ate, I slept, I did this, but you can see it coming into vision. And so the last thing that you see is this little kind of shallow space where he would have kind of like laid and whatnot at night inside this burrow. And then you also see another one next to that, just like two little shallowed out little areas. And when you take down the spyglass, you see a door there, right in front of you.
Ta-da!
Whoa.
All right, everybody, through the door. Come on, we gotta go.
Rhaegar.
All right, let's go.
All right.
I
Does
grab.
this look like the place, Rallo?
Open the door.
It does.
Go get Benji, and I grab
And-
Ransford.
Okay.
And Felicia.
And so are you just leaving Dagara on the train, the runaway
Yeah.
train?
Yeah.
She's That's got a
I mean,
great.
she-
She's
She murdered a
fine.
dude, and she cut out another person's tongue. I feel like eventually wherever she goes.
Real quick though, is there a way to set the train to explode?
But
You know,
Sanders
I'll
is
say
on
this.
here.
Don't care.
I'll say this. Marakai and Hex are nowhere to be found. So your resident train
Exploder.
blower uppers, they're not here. They're not here. You don't have that skill set. All right. So do y'all head through into
Yes.
this?
We
new
step
zone?
through. Yeah.
And as you do, Benji immediately goes to that second little hovel and does the little thing where he's like pawing
Aw.
around and getting all comfortable, and then makes himself all comfy in that spot.
Cute.
And that's where we'll end. Y'all in this hovel that I just invented.
Nice.
It's a small hovel.
We solved the murder.
Did we?
Nothing came of it. Yes.
Nope.
Dad-
Well, I
did
left
it.
a
We
note.
solved
I left
it.
a note.
You
I
left a
don't
note.
know what happens.
You left a note.
We left a note.
Oh man.
Look,
Y'all-
eventually,
y'all-
Max
What
is
do
gonna
you always leave
get up on
notes?
the train. You always leave a note. I have learned that the hard way from Walter H. Weatherman.